You bought basil 3 days ago. It looked perfect in the store, smelled amazing. Now it's Wednesday, and half the leaves are wilted. By Friday, it'll be completely dead. You watered it, gave it sunlight. Still died. This happens every single time you buy basil from the grocery store. And here's what nobody tells you. It's not your fault. Grocery store basil is designed to die fast. They don't want you keeping it alive. They want you buying another one next week. That basil pot isn't one plant. It's 30 plants crammed together fighting for survival. Today I'm showing you the secret grocery stores don't advertise and exactly how to fix it. Stick around, because the propagation trick at the end gives you endless free basil from one grocery store purchase. Before we start, drop a comment right now telling me what country you're watching from. I want to see every single location in this community. First job is ripping the whole thing apart and starting over. Pop the basil out of its pot. Look at what you see. One solid block of roots. Tangled mass of seedlings like a bowl of spaghetti. This is 30 plants with zero room to breathe. Start gently teasing the seedlings apart with your hands. Don't panic if you tear some roots or stems break. Plants are tougher than you think. Alternative method is dunking the whole root ball in a bowl of water for 2 minutes. This loosens everything. Warning, it's messy. End up with individual seedlings. 1 plant per section, not 3 together. 1 stem, 1 root system. You might be thinking this won't grow a big basil plant from just 1 stem. Wrong. I grew this bushy plant from 1 single stem, rescued from a grocery store pot. Cast your eye to the bottom. 1 stem. It works. Pot each seedling into something the size the basil originally came in. Make absolutely sure the pot has drainage holes, or all of this is for nothing. Growing outside or in a greenhouse. Use decent compost. Growing indoors? Use coconut coir and perlite mix. This keeps gnats away. Water thoroughly after potting until water comes out the bottom. Place somewhere bright and warm. Sunny windowsill is perfect. Outdoors if it's warm enough. If you're learning things grocery stores never told you, hit that subscribe button right now. Now let's talk about harvesting, because this is where most people destroy their basil. Most people wait until the plant looks full. Then they start picking the biggest leaves one by one. A few from the bottom, a few from the top. This is exactly how you end up with a tall, leggy stem with no regrowth potential. If you want bushy, productive basil, you can't just pick leaves. You have to prune it properly. Basil doesn't grow from the bottom up. It grows from the tips. Every time you cut the growing tip, 2 new stems grow from just below where you made the cut. That's how you turn 1 tall, spindly stem into a big, beautiful, bushy basil plant. Wait until your seedling has at least 2 sets of leaves on the stem. You're looking for a strong, healthy stem with obvious leaf pairs coming out opposite each other. Cut the stem just above a pair of leaves. Cutting above a leaf node encourages 2 new shoots to grow from that point. Those little leaves in the nooks of the stem will turn into new stems. Keep doing this every time the plant grows another 2 sets of leaves. You'll end up with a dense, compact basil plant that produces far more than one you just pick randomly. This big plant started from 1 stem. 1 stem became 20 stems through proper pruning. Now here's the bonus part. You have 2 options with the pieces you prune off. Eat them or make more basil plants. To stretch your basil even further, take those cuttings and propagate them. This means endless supply of basil from 1 grocery store purchase. Take the bit you pruned off, ideally a stem with a couple sets of leaves. Pop it in a glass of water. That's it. No rooting hormone. No fancy equipment. Just tap water. Strip off any leaves that would sit below the water line. Otherwise they rot. Place the glass somewhere bright, but out of direct sunlight. Cuttings die quickly in hot sun. North-facing window is perfect. After about 1 week, you'll see little white roots forming along the stem. Once they're a few centimeters long, pot the cutting up, just like you did before. You just turned one $4 basil pot into potentially 50 plants. That's $200 worth of basil from one grocery store purchase. Type propagation if you're going to try this. Now that you're a basil growing machine, there are a few basics to get right. Basil is a sun lover. Main reason basil dies indoors is lack of proper light. Basil wants at least 6 hours of proper sunlight daily. Without it, the plant starts stretching. Tall, leggy stems with tiny leaves reaching for something that isn't there. South-facing window is perfect. East or west-facing can work but not ideal. North-facing will struggle. For darker months or inadequate windows, get a grow light. Small clip-on one works fine. Run it for 12 hours daily. Basil loves heat. Ideally keep it above 55 degrees at all times. Drop much lower, especially at night, and it starts sulking. Go under 50 degrees and it stops growing altogether. Zones 9 through 11 can grow outdoors year-round with protection during cold snaps. Zones 7 and 8 grow outdoors spring through fall, bring inside for winter. Zones 3 through 6 should primarily grow indoors or summer outdoor only. Keep it away from cold windowsills at night, which can dip way lower than you expect. Avoid putting it right next to a radiator that blasts on and off all day. Basil is thirsty, especially when getting plenty of light and warmth. The more it grows, the more water it wants. If it dries out too much, it wilts dramatically. Greenhouse might need watering every other day. Indoors might be every few days. Check the soil, don't water on a schedule. Stick your finger into the soil near the base. If it feels damp an inch or two down, hold off. If it's dry at that depth, water thoroughly. Give it a proper soak so roots can take up what they need. Don't let it sit in soggy soil. Fast growers use up nutrients quickly. Basil needs feeding if you want big, flavor-packed leaves that keep coming back. Use general-purpose liquid fertilizer. Something balanced works fine. If your basil starts looking pale, or growth slows down, it's hungry. Yellowing leaves in particular are usually a sign it's time to feed. Don't go overboard. Too much fertilizer makes leaves bitter, or causes soft, weak growth that aphids love. Common problems solved. Leggy growth means not enough light. Move to brighter location, or add grow light. Wilting despite wet soil means root rot. Check drainage holes and reduce watering. Yellowing leaves means nutrient deficiency. Feed with liquid fertilizer. Leaves turning brown at edges means too much direct hot sun or inconsistent watering. Aphids usually come from overfeeding. Reduce fertilizer and spray with soapy water. Now you're probably wondering if this is the same with all other herbs. Answer is yes. Cilantro, parsley, mint from grocery stores all have the same problem. Multiple plants crammed in one pot, designed for short-term use. If you buy cilantro or parsley regularly, let me know in the comments and I'll make videos showing you how to keep those alive too. Here's what just happened. Your grocery store basil dies because it's actually lots of plants crammed in one pot, fighting for survival. You were never meant to keep it alive. Grocery stores designed it as a revolving door. The fix is simple. Separate the seedlings into individual pots. Prune properly above leaf nodes to make it bushy. Propagate cuttings for endless free basil. Give it 6 hours of sunlight daily. Keep it above 55 degrees. Water when soil is dry an inch down, and feed regularly. One $4 basil pot becomes 50 plants producing for months. That's $200 worth of basil from one purchase. Which step surprised you most? The many plants in one pot? The pruning technique? The propagation? Drop a comment and tell me. And if you already grow basil successfully, share how long you've kept the same plant alive. If this video just saved you hundreds of dollars on basil, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Share this with anyone who keeps killing their grocery store basil. In this channel, we are not just gardening, we are building a food system that produces forever. Now that you know how to turn one single basil plant into an infinite supply for your kitchen, you are one step closer to total food independence. But there is one more supermarket staple that most people think is impossible to grow at home, and that is ginger. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to take a simple piece of grocery store ginger and turn it into a massive, perennial harvest in your own backyard. If you want to see that ginger secret the moment it drops, hit that subscribe button right now so you won't miss out. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.